again, my name's Gabe Zollner. A couple of things you might want to sort of think about. While Hillary was Secretary of State, a number of questionable countries, like Saudi Arabia, I believe Saudi Arabia funneled $25 million to the Clinton Foundation. Now, why would they do that? Well, is it because they believe in the goodwill that the Clinton Foundation is creating? Is it because they want to support the kinds of people, like Hillary says, they provide AIDS medication? Well, do you think that Saudi Arabia would be interested in providing AIDS medication? Who gets AIDS? Homosexuals. What does Saudi Arabia do with homosexuals? Well, they throw them off of buildings. So it doesn't stand to reason that Saudi Arabia would give $25 million to the Clinton Foundation for the kind of work that the Clinton Foundation supposedly does. Oh, by the way, from what's been reported, 90% of what's brought in stays in. Yeah, 10% is used for goodwill. Take a look at the other Muslim countries that also donated hundreds of millions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation. Why would they do that? Well, they wouldn't. There's obviously something that they received back in return for their generosity. It's so obvious that you have to wonder how stupid could they be to accept money from those kinds of countries. But then again, how stupid could they be to steal the dishes when they left the White House? It's amazing what greed brings out in people. Yeah, so we know that Saudi Arabia doesn't give a squat about refugees because they don't bring them into their country. Although they could easily do that, couldn't they? But they don't. Nor do most of the other Middle East countries that have donated to the Clinton Foundation. What did they get back in return? Well, let's hope that the FBI, led by James Comey, uncovers a couple of interesting reasons as to why those donations might have been made. Anyone that thinks that Saudi Arabia didn't get something back in return is delusional. Same way as Russia. They got 20% of the Canadian uranium as part of the deal while Hillary was Secretary of State. And they donated, through their sources, millions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation, which again, 90% is used for personal gain. It might explain how Chelsea bought a $10 million condo a couple of years ago. I recall making a video on that particular purchase. And how does someone like Chelsea end up buying a $10 million condo? How do they support a $10 million condo in taxes alone? Well, obviously the money's coming out of the Clinton Foundation. Tainted, dirty money. That's sort of what I think. If Hillary's indicted and charged with a crime associated with the Clinton Foundation, you think that Billy might find himself wearing a jumpsuit along with Chelsea, who's a new mother? I don't know. But I hope to find out. How about you?